The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
South Dakota beaches. Beaches. Okay, this is going to be good. I am so ready to dive into this one. You know, when most people think South Dakota, they think Mount Rushmore, the Badlands.
Yeah.
Not exactly, beach umbrellas and margaritas.
Right, right. Definitely not the typical beach destination. But that's what makes this so interesting. You see, South Dakota might be landlocked, but it's got all these lakes, beautiful lakes. And I mean, we're talking pristine waters, surrounded by nature. It's more about, a peaceful escape.
Peaceful escape. Now we're talking. See, I knew there had to be something cool about this. Now, our listener was curious about nude beaches, specifically in South Dakota.
Yeah, so to be straight up, South Dakota law, there's actually a specific code for this. SDCL 222121 prohibits public nudity. So that kind of rules out any fully nude sunbathing situations.
Good to know. Good to know. So no legal nude beaches, but you were saying something about these lakes. What makes these South Dakota lakes so special?
Imagine this. You're kayaking. Crystal clear water. And then boom. The sun setting over the Badlands. I mean, talk about awe-inspiring. But it's not just that. Swimming, fishing, you might even spot some wildlife.
Okay, so maybe not the French Riviera, but still pretty amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
We've covered beaches, or lack thereof, and these lakes. What else makes South Dakota unique? I mean, what else is there to do besides get naked at a non-nude beach?
Well, South Dakota's got this incredibly rich Native American culture. You could visit the Pine Ridge Reservation, home to the Lakota people. You could see a powwow firsthand. Talk about immersive.
Wow. Now, that is a completely different experience than just your average beach town.
Oh, yeah. Totally different vibe.
Okay. I'm sold. I'm ready to book a trip. What about these landscapes? You mentioned the Badlands earlier.
Oh, they're breathtaking. And it's not just the Badlands. You've got the prairies. It's a photographer's dream, really. And the best part, you can actually hear yourself think. It's so peaceful and quiet, which, let's be honest, is kind of a rarity these days.
Yeah, I can relate to that. This is starting to sound less like a beach trip and more like a soul-searching adventure.
Yup.
So for our listeners out there, any practical tips for planning a South Dakota trip?
Planning is key. Summer's your best bet for warmer weather, but remember, it's the Midwest, so think high 70s, low 80s. And be prepared. Pack those hiking boots for exploring Custer State Park, and of course, your swimsuit for the lake.
You know what? I went into this thinking South Dakota beaches.
Right.
And now I'm fascinated by the whole package. Turns out there's more to beaches than meets the eye. So, listener, here's a question for you. If you were planning a South Dakota adventure, what would your ideal mix of outdoor exploration and cultural immersion look like? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.